Hello, I'm Andy and I'm going to read to you a program called Weekly Horoscope from the 11th November to the 17th of November 2018, and this is for you coming from Gemini. Let's start with the 11th November Sunday, and it produces too much water in your horoscope. You are not sure what you want to do, somebody else is not sure. You are very moody or somebody else is moody. You are changeable or somebody else is changeable. Basically it turns into frustration. So you have to be very flexible, you have to be very negotiable. Don't be stubborn, otherwise this morning, afternoon gets not too good. Many emotional planets are there, so obviously all your interaction will be on an emotional level. So try to keep these emotional planets from being pushed left, right, center. And when you make a plan, stick to it. Evening nightfall becomes increasingly better for you. Now you can win some kind of reward in the evening nightfall period. So be ready to go out looking good and smart and beautiful, and you will be doing very well in the evening nightfall period. There will be people there who are important to you, whether for job improvement, business improvement, whether for the romance, whether for anything. Go out with the people you are married to and the family. It's going to be a wonderful, enjoying evening with plenty of goodness coming from it. 12th November, Monday. That's a terrible day. And let me tell you, it's going to end very terribly as well, evening nightfall. You've got 24 hours of a nightmare. Well, what do you do about it? Be smart. What do you do in the morning, afternoon? Don't be stubborn. Don't be dominating. Don't be pushy. Don't be argumentative. Well, it's a working day. Don't do all these things, and you'll get support from people because you are going to be loaded with mistakes coming your way. That's the plan, you see. It's only a plan. Now that you've heard the plan, tell yourself, oh, I've got a chance now to tackle this plan early. And you can, when it comes to a Monday morning, afternoon, you will be ready with your own plans and you'll be able to somehow get things done. Well, it's either at the office, either in business, or wherever. These planets are going to hound you. They're going to want to trap you one way or another, emotionally, business-wise, job-wise. That's the plan. Make you make mistakes which are very big and bad. Yes. So there can be a lot of trouble. Watch out. Focus on what's important in your business job areas. Get that done. Forget about anything else. Forget even the lunch with anybody if I were you. That's also not going to go well. Evening nightfall has another way of being bad. Now accidents can be caused. By the way, this evening nightfall planets, I see 2 of them out of the 4. Which roam around in the morning, afternoon as well. So morning, afternoon also, don't share your secrets with the people you work with or anybody else. Keep your plans to yourself. And don't delegate duties because that's how the problems will come. Let's go back to the evening nightfall. Be careful about how you drive. Don't drink too much because somehow an accident throughout the whole day, especially evening nightfall, can happen. You will meet people that are not honest to you and they may stab you in the back or say things about you. So be very choosy of the company you are going to see in the evening nightfall. If you suspect something bad, go back to the safety of your home where exposure to risk will be less. When you're out and about, exposure to risk is unlimited. The people, the circumstances, the place, the attitude, the atmosphere, all can go wrong. So be smart, go back home early, and you will bypass these problems of the evening nightfall period, which can be very nasty. You waste money, and also you may be seen in the company of people who are addicted to something bad. 13th November, Tuesday. What a brilliant 24 hours given to you. Morning, afternoon, very fast planets. Oh, they give you that inventiveness, they give you that level of intuition, whether at work or in business. And you will do extremely well on the 13th of November, Tuesday. So give it your all at your place of work. Show your talents in your business. Take the adventure. Go chasing for the contracts. Go for the meetings with good contacts. And talk to your bosses at your place of work. And if you're chasing for the romance, that's a perfect day, this 13th of November, to score very high points. So you're going to do very well morning, afternoon period. Very fast planets means too many things to do in a very short time. So don't take on a mountain of responsibilities because you just might. You become very optimistic on this morning, afternoon, thinking you are, wow, Superman or Superwoman. No. Narrow down the field. Tackle the important things. Get them done well, and you will be able to get them done well. Evening, nightfall, long-term planets take over. And by the way, morning, afternoon, some unexpected good meetings are there. So when you're offered to be met by somebody, go ahead and meet for any reason. Evening, nightfall planets are slow, but they're very good. They're slow because they are long-term planets. So don't be impatient. You can't go faster than your own planets. Well, you can by being impatient and hasty, but you'll be out in no man's land because the planets are slow. And so go slow, be patient. Let hour by hour good things be unraveled for you. Don't get pushy. Don't get impatient. And you'll get what you want in the evening nightfall period. That is the good news about job, the people you may be with, the good news about business because of the people you're with, the business people, or in the romance, or the good news about marriage. So it's going to end well. Just be patient. 14th November, Wednesday, what a brilliant morning, afternoon you have. Whatever you say, whatever you do, just is wonderful at the office, wonderful in business, wonderful with the persons you are going to be with lunch. And it's just going to be a wonderful morning, afternoon period where the success story in whatever you try to do will be seen. So you can't do everything under the sun well. Focus on what you really need to do in this morning, afternoon, and you'll do it brilliantly, brilliantly. And you will get the rewards, and you'll be noticed for your brilliance, and you'll be sought after. And if you want to look for a new job, this morning, afternoon is a perfect time to make the contact. And if you're chasing for businesses, it's the perfect morning, afternoon to see the people you can get business from. Chase for the new contracts, make the good contacts for lunch. Evening, nightfall, very aggressive planets are there. They are not against you, they are not totally loving you either. They make you aggressive in your approach. Well, it's an evening, nightfall. Although you may be out looking for a business, although you may be out with people who are helping you to get a new job. But now what do these planets do in the evening, nightfall? They are over-determined to help you. Because they are not against you, they are over-determined to help you. But this over-determination can be bad because others may think that you are just too pushy and demanding. So take the soft approach with these aggressive good planets. Take the soft approach. And then when you take the soft approach, they will soften down. And you will get whatever you want in a soft way. Don't be like a bull in a china shop. These planets will make you go get what you want, we'll support you. No good. When you take the soft approach, you are always in control of your planets. And when you take the soft approach, they will go soft, which means you get what you want in a much politer way. That's better. Be careful, your temper can be flat, your aggressiveness can be seen, your provocation will be there. So if you want to get into trouble, go ahead and do that. If you take my advice, take the soft approach in all words. Use the words which are soft, the tone of voice which is soft, the body language which is soft. Let's go to the 15th Thursday, which starts brilliantly for you. You've got a wonderful morning, afternoon period to do what you want, to get what you want, to say what you want. It's so nice. And you have the creativity planets as well. So you will dress beautifully, you will be creative in what you say, creative in what you buy, creative what you sell. And it's a success story morning, afternoon period. There's one planet from the evening, nightfall, the planet of arrogance, which will come. So don't be arrogant. That's all I ask you for the morning, afternoon period. Don't be arrogant in the morning, afternoon, and you score very good points. Chase for the romance that you want, you will get it. So whatever you want, you can get morning, afternoon. Evening, nightfall, there's a whole group of planets of ego. Oh yes, ego is not a bad word. It's over-egoness. Ego is centricness. That's not good. So don't be that. Don't demand the limelight. Don't demand that what you do and what you say must be done. Don't want to be the leader. Don't show a long face when people don't go your way. No. Be nice and easy. Take it nice and easy. And you will see that you can get the evening nightfall period in a much better way. Evening nightfall planets can make you isolated because you will say arrogant things and people don't like it. So be appreciative, be supportive. Be negotiable, be flexible, and you'll be the wonderful person everybody wants to be with in the evening nightfall period. And you could meet some very important people as well. Let's go to the 16th November, Friday. Not a very good day, especially morning, afternoon. Enemies are there, secret enemies, people who attack your name, who put wedges between you and others to create problems, to bring many possibilities of you not being able to do well. Well, it's a Friday, it's a working day, be careful. Morning, afternoon, a lot of difficulties. Don't delegate duties because they'll all go wrong and you'll be the one to be blamed. Do things yourself. Don't share your plans too much because people steal your secrets and your plans. And be careful when you drive, accidents can take place. Don't drink too much for lunch or everything will go wrong. So there's a tendency of failure in this morning, afternoon. People won't help, the situation gets worse. So what do you do about it? You need to get people to help you. There may be people at work, people in business whose birthdays are better than yours on this 16th November, Friday. Latch on to them and they will take you out of trouble. So teamwork becomes very important. But be careful how you choose your team people as well. Well, just be aware. Awareness is a wonderful thing to be. Be aware that I've said that Friday, the 16th morning, afternoon, everything can go wrong. Be careful. Evening, nightfall, a lot of water comes into your horoscope. That means indecision, oversensitivity, what you plan, you want to change all the time. So it becomes difficult for others. So why don't you just let others make the plans, others organize whatever it is, and be the follower, and then you can emotionally do well, because many emotional planets are there. So don't be pushy, don't show your temper, don't be rebellious, and you can have a better evening nightfall period. Let's go to the 17th November, Saturday, and it's a very slow, it's a very good planet. Yes, they are slow, but they are very good planets in the morning, afternoon. Well, slow planets means long-term development is being done for you by planets. So they go slow because long-term. Quick planets mean short-term. So long-term planets are working well for you. And they're producing plenty of support for you. And whatever happened in the past is going to benefit you as well. And you might meet people from your past who will also benefit you. So there's goodness for you in many areas in the morning, afternoon. Go out with the people you love. Go out with the people you work with. Go out with the people you do business with morning, afternoon. You have a lot to gain. Out of 3 planets in the evening, all 3 are bad, by the way, this planet that causes depression is coming to the morning, afternoon. So be careful. Sometimes you may be depressed. Be careful. Sometimes you may have a very low confidence. These 2 things in the morning, afternoon. Evening nightfall gets really bad. That's where these 3 planets are really parked. And they don't allow much energy of the morning, afternoon to come in. So in the evening nightfall, you'll find plenty of problems, whether in marriage, whether in romance, whether the people of job you're with, whether the people in business. So it becomes unhappy evening nightfall. So what's the point of going out? Because the more you go out, the more your exposure to risk is bigger. Go back home. The planets won't leave you alone at home either, but you'll be in a place where your exposure to risk is small, much smaller, and you'll be safer. Drive very carefully, don't drink too much, don't be argumentative, don't be stubborn. You're attracting a lot of problems evening nightfall period. So your Saturday doesn't end well, starts beautifully but doesn't end well. So plan so that you stay away from people you don't like. Stay away from people who create problems. Stay away from people who are troublemakers. Well, I'm already Skyping and I'm charging USD 50 for a 90-minute Skype session. And during these 90 minutes, I'll talk to you about your next 7, 8 or 9 years. And I'll do that by having your date of birth, your time of birth, and looking at your palms. And I'll go in detail, not hour by hour, year by year, calendar year by calendar year. I'll talk to you about your romance and your marriage and your family. I'll talk to you about your job, business, finances. I'll talk to you about your health in great, great detail. I'll give you a lot of information, your personal lucky lottery numbers, based on your date of birth, time of birth, and me reading your palms. And with all that information about the lotteries, You will then compare the numbers I gave you personally, which would be relevant for the rest of your life. You will compare them with what I give every month to people coming from Gemini. And if the numbers are jiving very nicely, closely, you've got to go and buy. I'll give you your lucky numbers, your lucky days, your lucky gemstones, your lucky directions, your lucky colors, a lot of information more. I'll get you on the right track to becoming very lucky and happy. All for USD 50. Well, go to Facebook, go to Skype, send me an email, and I'll come back to you as soon as possible. Until then, thank you and good luck.